Amendment, at 19th Amendment, by going through the Congress and through the proper channels. However, it wasn't getting her anywhere, so she thought she'd go through the court system. So she gathered up 15 of her closest friends, 3 of them being her own sisters, and they marched down Madison Avenue onto West Main Street to a barber shop where they demanded to be registered to vote. And she used the 14th Amendment as support for her ability to vote, because the 14th Amendment described citizenship. It said anybody born or naturalized in the United States was a citizen. It did say male citizen, but she used it to her advantage to try to convince these young men to register them to vote, and they registered. They probably were intimidated by her because they were just young men and she was, you know, this feisty woman coming in. Well, 2 days later, guess what? She went down to the polls with her sister, and she was given the right to vote. She experienced no problem at all. In fact, she came back, she wrote a letter to her friend, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and she says, I've been and gone and done it. Positively voted. 2 weeks later, there was a knock at her door. It was a U.S. Marshal, and he marched into this very room, and he had a warrant for her arrest. And she says, well, how would you arrest a man? If I were a man, would you put handcuffs on me if you're going to arrest me? And he says, well, usually I would, but I've never arrested a woman before, and I don't feel comfortable in putting handcuffs on you, Miss Anthony. So she got her hat and her red shawl, and they marched down to the end of Madison Street, where they hopped on a horse-drawn trolley. But she refused to pay